Yo guys, it's me JG, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a Roddy Ricch type beat. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So first I set the BPM to like 104, and then I added a piano, and this is a stock piano you can get from FL. If you just go to packs here, instruments, and then keyboard, and then stage grind, that's the one I use for today, or for this beat. And this is what it sounds like, and this is like the chord progression I did. So I'm just going to turn the effects off for this. So this is the piano without the effects. Now then I added an EQ, which I took out some of the low, and there was like a harsh frequency here, so I took that out and took out some of the high as well, and added decent amount of reverb to it, and this is what it sounds like now with the effects. And after that I went and added a top line to it with the piano as well, and with the same piano that I used for the other one, so stage grand. And it's quite simple, and I changed the velocities and stuff like that to make it sound more realistic. And this is what it sounds like without the effects, so turn off the EQ. So that's without the effects. Now with the effects I added EQ, took out basically most of the mid and the low, and then turned down some frequencies here because it was like too harsh, and then added quite a lot of reverb. I wanted to make it sound like quite dreamy, so I added a lot of reverb to it. And then limiter, all I did was turn the gain up because it was like too quiet, so I just turned the gain up a bit, and this is what it sounds like with the effects. So that's the counter melody with the piano. I use them in separate separate channels, whatever, just because like I want to add some more variation to the beat. And then I added an arcade. Got a vocal chop from, let me see, where is it, from Distant Voices, Holy Divine, and I set the key to D minor because it's in D minor, so there it is. So this is the vocal chop without the effects. And then the effects I added was EQ, so took out some of the low end, well, most of the low end, turned down a frequency here because it was too harsh, and then decent amount of reverb on here as well. And this is what it sounds like now. And it just repeats the same thing. Then I added a Rhodes to just, I guess, to make the piano more wider and add more variation to it. So, and by the way, this is a stock Rhodes as well, so from instruments, keyboard, and then just Rhodes there. So this is what it sounds like without the effects, if I turn it off now. I just realised something's off here. Cause wait, let me just fix this and I'll be back with you guys, because there's some like stuff off time. Alright guys, so I fixed it. I just copied and pasted the other chords because it's literally the same chords. And now I'm going to show you guys with the effects. I can't remember if I showed it without the effects, but oh well. So I just took out the low, took out some of the high, well, most of the highs, and some of the mids as well, because I just want it to be in the background. I don't want it to be there like too obvious in the mix. So I added the EQ and then decent amount of reverb as well, and this is what it sounds like now. Alright, and then I added another arcade, another vocal chop as well, and this one's from Hooked, and it's called My Love, My Love, and this is what it sounds like. So let me turn off the effects. So turn off the EQ and reverb. Most of the things I just add EQ and reverb, but this is what it sounds like without the effects. And it just repeats the same thing here as well. And then the effects I added was EQ again, took out some of the low end, some of the mids, it was too harsh, and then added a decent amount of reverb to it as well. And now this is what it sounds like with the effects. So basically that's like it for the melody, and now onto the drums. So first thing I added was like a snap. I was trying to like kind of mimic the Late at Night song like a tiny bit. I like the drums, not the melody that much, but the drums I was trying to mimic a bit. So instead of using a clap, I used a snap instead. And this is what the snap sounds like. And it just repeats that for the whole thing. Then I added a hi-hat. So I added, wait a sec, let me just zoom in a bit more. Yeah, so I added little velocity changes here and there to make it more bouncy, and some like notes of the hi-hat down to make it even more bouncy, and then some rolls here and there. So this is what it sounds like, the hi-hats. So that's the hi-hats. Then I added like a perk underneath the clap to just what is it? Just emphasize the second snaps, not claps, because I didn't use claps. So imagine a clap there, like, and that's how it'll be. Just it's not much. It's just like a little thing just to add underneath. And then I added this perk here. This perk just hits before the clap, second clap, or snap. I keep saying clap. Same here again, and then just does that for the whole thing. Then added I don't know, it's like a bongo or something like that, and it's just at the end to just emphasize the bar. That's literally it. Then I added an open hi-hat, open hat to make it more bouncy. And it repeats that for the whole thing again. Then actually I'll show you guys the bass. Then I added a bass for like the intros, pre-choruses, stuff like that. Then I added 808, so this is what the 808 looks like here, and I'll just play it for you guys. Actually, I'll play it with the kick as well, because the kick I just layered it, like did the same thing as the 808. I just added one more like here, so when the 808 stops, it just adds the kick there. And this is what it sounds like with the kick and the 808. And also I added like a little reverse 808 here. And how you do that is, so basically you add one note there, and then you click this triangle, which is like a slide note, and you add it there, and just turn down the actual note here, just all the way down, and then it like reverses the 808. I don't know how it works, but that's what it does. And now I'm gonna show you guys the full drum pattern together. I just realized the bass isn't really part of the drum pattern, but oh well. And this is what it sounds like, the drum patterns all together. So that's the drum patterns, and I forgot to show you guys like the melody together as well, so I'll just do that now. So yeah, that's like that's basically everything in the beat. And now I'm just gonna lay out for you guys so you guys can hear it fully. And yeah, I'll be back with you guys. Alright guys, so I finished laying out the beat. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more of these tutorials and what type beats you want me to make. And like, subscribe, and peace.
Tjay made this.